This is read 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Australias. And I would like to divide them between myself and Andrew. All right, we have 8 to divide between 2 people. 1 for you, 1 for me. 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 How many do you have, Andrew?
4.
And I have 4. Sounds rather fair and square, don't you think? 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now, I have my 8 Australias again. And I would like to buy something that cost 2 Australias. How many of those can I buy? Or how many people can buy them? 2 for Andrew. He can buy 2. 2 for Teresa. She can buy 1. She has 2 Australias. 2 for Charity. And 2 for me. How many groups of 2 were there in the 8? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's another way of looking at division, of looking at 8 divided by 2. How many 2's are there in 8? And depending upon the problem that you're given, the application, the story problem, whatever happens in real life, each division problem you'll encounter will be either one of those 2 kinds of problems, and we'll be running into both of them tonight. So we say that 8 divided by 2 is 4. But we have another way to write that. Eight divided by 2. But we usually don't call it 8 divided by 2. From now on, we're going to call it 2 into 8. How many 2's are there in 8? 2 into 8. Well, let's look over at our times table. We start in the 2 row, and we go over until we find the 8. How many 2's are there in 8? We go up to get the answer. The answer is 4. 2 into 8 is 4. We go up to get the answer, so we put the answer up. 2 into 8 is 4. And why is that so? That 2 into 8 is 4? It's because 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. We say 2 into 8 is 4. In that step, we are dividing. And we say it is true because 4 times 2 is 8. In that step, we are multiplying. The multiplying is the check on the division. 2 into 8 is 4 because 4 times 2 is 8. Two into 10. The first question we ask ourselves is, can the 2 fit into the 1?
Yeah.
No.
Can you put a 2 inside of a 1?
No.
No. Well, suppose this is 1 and this is 2. What if this is full of water and I try and pour it into 1? What do I have?
Mess.
A mess. That's the right answer. If you try to put 2 into 1, you get a mess. So you can't put 2 into 1. In that case, you have to use the entire 10. So we say, how many 2's are there in 10? 2 into 10. We find the 10 and we go up to get the answer, which is what?
5.
Now, is the 5 over the 1 or over the 0?
0.
It's over the 0. You put the answer over the end of what you just went into. I couldn't put the 2 into the 1. I had to go into the 10. The end of the 10 is over here where the 0 is, and the answer has to go right on top of it in that column. And that turns out to be very, very important when you have a more complicated problem. So let's remember it from the beginning. 2 into 10 is 5 because, next step, times. 5 times 2 is 10. That's the check. Next one. Five into 25. Just as we are starting over here and going across to go into the 25, we always use this 5 over here and we go across until we find the 25. Then we go up to get the answer, which is what?
5.
And we put the answer up. Do we put it up over the 2 or over the 5?
Over the 5.
Because we couldn't fit the 5 in the 2, we had to use the whole 25. And 5 times 5 is 25. Four into 36. 4 all the way over here to 36. Go up and get the answer, which is
9.
and put the answer up. 4 into 36 is 9 because 9 times 4 is 36. Nine into 27. All the way down here at the bottom. 9 into 27 is
3.
3. You went up to get the answer, put the answer up. And 3 times 9 gives us back our 27. These three numbers, the 9, the 27, and the 3, are just a little piece of our times table chart. They're in the same positions to each other. The 27 is in the center, the 9 is to the left of it, and the 3 is on top. It's just like this is a little piece of our times table that we pulled out for close examination. That's all it is. 9 into 27 is 3. 9 into 27 is 3. Next problem. 2 into 9. We go across the 2 row and look for the 9. But Uncle Dan, there's no 9 there. What are we gonna do? Well, if there was a 9, where would it be? It would be between the 8 and the 10. Well, suppose they were little marbles. And suppose we had 9 of them. We want to know how many groups of 2 there are. Well, here's a group of 2. Here's a group of 2. Here's a group of 2. And here's a group of 2. Is that a group of 2?
No.
No, that's one left over. One that remains. We call it the remainder. So we have 4 complete groups of 2 with a remainder of 1. Now we're trying to do 2 into 9, and we said that there's no 9 on our times table. And we said that 9 comes between 8 and 10. Do we have 10?
No.
We don't quite have that many. We have 9. And if we have 9, do we have 8?
No. Yes.
Yes. If we have 9, then we have 8, and we have another one. That makes 9. Okay? If I got 4 fingers on that hand?
Yes. Yes.
I got 5. If I got 4? All right. If I got 3?
Yes.
Okay. So, I cannot use the 10 because I don't quite have that many to play with. But I can use the 8. 2 goes into 9. We will use the 8. Go up and get the answer, which is 4. And remember this 8 because you're going to need it. Because then we're going to do 4 times 2 is 8. We say that 2 goes into 9 4 times. Next step, times. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 goes into 9 4 times using 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that we used. If we had 9 to begin with and we used 8, we can just take away or subtract to find out how many are left. 9 take away 8 is 1. And we take the 1 and write remainder 1. 2 into 9 is 4, remainder 1. Because 4 times 2 is 8, we used up 8 of the 9, and we have 1 left over. In that problem, the first thing we did is divide, then we did times, and then we did subtract to find out the remainder. Next one, 3 into 14. Does the 3 fit into the 1?
No.
What do we get if we try and pour the 3 into the 1? A mess. So we have to use the 14. 3 into 14. I go across. Does anybody see a 14?
No.
No. Okay, let's try it again. Somebody tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Stop, because 14 is in between 12 and 15, but we don't have 15. We just have 14, and if we've got 14, then we've got 12. 3 into 12 goes 4 times. You go up to get the answer, so you put the answer up. And you put it over the end of what you just went into. You did not just go into the 1. You went into the 14, so it goes above the 4. 3 into 14 is 4, because 4 times 3 is 12. Then we subtract. 4 take away 2 is 2. 1 take away 1 is 0, and we don't bother to write it in front of the 2 because it would still be 2. 4, remainder 2. 3 into 14 is 4, that's dividing. 4 times 3 is 12, that's multiplying. 4 take away 2 is 2, that's subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract. All right, let's do that one again, and let's see if maybe we can find a way to do it wrong. 3 into 14. 3 into 14. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
But suppose I stop too soon. Suppose I stop at the 9. I think 3 goes into 14 3 times using 9. 3 into 14 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And I subtract 14, take away 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many?
5.
Remainder 5. Isn't that nice? My answer is 3, remainder 5. If I have 14 little marbles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I can get 3 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, and have 5 marbles left over. But Uncle Dan, you got another group of 3 you could have had there. Why, that's right. I could have had 4 groups of 3 with 2 left over. So my leftover has to be less than the kind of group I need. It has to be less than the number I'm dividing by. That's why this should have been 3 goes into 14 4 times using up 12, remainder 2. So you have to be careful of that mistake, that every time you subtract and have a remainder, you have to make sure that it's less than the number you're dividing by. Next one. 4 into 38. Does the 4 go into 3?
No.
So we have to use the entire 38. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Stop. Well, I don't see 38. I don't see anything after 36. But if there were one more number here on our times table, what would it be?
40.
40. 36 and 4 more, since we're in the 4 row, would give us 40. But we have to use the 36. 4 into 36 goes 9 times. 4 into 38 goes 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 8, take away 6 is 2. 4 goes into 38 9 times, using 36 with 2 left over. 9, remainder 2. Four into 30. 4. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
We've got to use the 28. 30 is between 28 and 32, but we don't have 32. 4 into 28 goes 7. 4 into 30 goes 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 0. Take away 8. Can't do. We have to borrow from the 3. The 3 becomes the 2 to make the 0 a 10. 10 take away 8 is
2.
2 take away 2 is
0.
which we don't bother to write when it comes in the very front of a number. 4 into 30, 7, remainder 2. 6 into 41. Does the 6 fit into the 4?
No.
So we have to use the entire 41. 6 into 41, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Stop, because we don't quite have 42. We have to use the 36. You go up to get the answer, which is 6, so you put the answer up. 6 into 41 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 1 take away 6, can't do. The 4 becomes a
3.
so that the 1 becomes an 11. Take away 6 is
5.
5. 11 take away 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5. 6, remainder 5. Two into 31. Does the 2 fit into the 3?
Yes.
Yes, it does. All right. You're also used to saying no. Yes, it does. Well, if it fits into the 3, we have to use the 3. 2 into 3. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Because we don't have 4, but 3. So we've got 2. 2 into 2 goes once. 2 into 3 goes once. Then we multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. Draw your line, which means subtract. 3 take away 2 is 1. But we're not finished because we have 31, not just 3. And what we do with the 1 is just bring it straight down and put it next to the other one so that we have 11. And we call that step bring down. So when you divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. 2 into 3 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 take away 2 is 1. Bring down the 1. And after we bring down, we come right back to the very beginning and divide again. This time, 2 into 11. 2 into 11. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
We have to use 10 because we don't quite have 12. 2 into 10 goes 5. You went up to get the answer, so you put the answer up. 2 into 11 goes 5 because 5 times 2 is 10, and you subtract, and you get 1 take away 0 is,
One.
and 1 take away 1 is,
0.
which we don't have to write. Remainder 1. 2 into 31 is 15, remainder 1. 3 into 42. First step, divide into. 3 divided into 4. 3 into 4. 3 into 4. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I have to use the 3. 3 into 3 goes
One time.
1 time. I went up to get the answer, so I put the answer.
Up.
Thank you. 3 into 3 is 1. Then 1 times 3 is
3.
3. And 4 take away 3 is,
1.
and then I bring down the,
2.
which makes this number a.
12.
Now I go back to divide. 3 into 12. 3 into 12. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Well, now we actually have a 12 there for change. Isn't that nice? 3 into 12 goes 4 exactly. 3 into 12 goes 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract, get nothing. And we do not have to write the 0 for a remainder. There's no purpose to say 14 remainder 0. 14 and. 14 and what? 14 and nothing. Well, 14 and nothing. Why say and? Right? The answer is 14. Okay? And we do not have to write it here. We have shown that we've subtracted because we drew the line, and that ends our work. Four into 63. Will the 4 fit into the 6?
Yes.
Yes. 4 into 6. Tell me when to
Stop.
stop. We have to use the 4. 4 into 4 goes once. 4 into 6 goes once, because 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, get,
2.
and what do we call the next step?
Bring down.
And we bring down the,
3.
bring down the 3. The next step is to divide again. 4 into 23. 4 into 23. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
We have to use the 20. Remember that 20. And go up and get the 5. Put the 5 here and the 20 there. Because 5 times 4 is 20. Keep that 20 in your mind and bring it over from the times table and just put it right there. 3 take away 0 is
3.
15, remainder 3. 3 into 83. Will the 3 fit into the 8?
Yes.
And this time it will be more than 1 time. 3 into 8. I have to stop
Stop.
right there. We have to use the 6. 2 using 6. 2 using 6. Because 2 times 3 is 6. 8 take away 6 is?
2.
Bring down the
3.
3 into 23. 3 into 23.
Stop.
Using 21. 7 using 21. 3 into 23 goes 7, because 7 times 3 is 21. We use 21. 3 take away 1 is 2. 27, remainder 2. Now you can see how handy it is to have a times table with you when you are learning division. Because even if you are someone that knows it rather well, you may not know it well enough to know these other numbers that are in between. If you were doing 3 into 10, 10 is not on your 3 table. It's between the 9 and the 12, and the times table helps you to see that. And the other reason it's good to have a times table when you're learning division is because you're going across and up to get the answer. And on your paper, you're also going across and putting the answer up. So your hand and your mind is using the very same direction all the time, and it helps you to put the numbers in the right place. Three into 30. Does the 3 fit into the 3?
Yes.
How many times?
One time.
3 into 3 fits once. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, get 0, which you don't bother to write, and bring down the 0. 3 into 0. How many 3's can you pour into 0? None. Okay. Suppose you have 3, and you try and pour it into 0. What do you have?
A mess.
A mess. A bigger mess than you had before. Let's try it over here. 3 into 0. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
And the answer is?
0.
3 into 0 is 0. You went up to get the answer, so you put the answer. 3 into 0 is 0, and 0 times 3 is 0. 3 goes into 30 10 times exactly with nothing left over. Now, 3 into 31. 3 into 3 goes once. Not ready to go that quick yet, huh? Gotta slow it down for you guys, all right? 3 into 3 goes once. All right. 3 into 3 goes once. 1 times 3 is
3.
Subtract, get
0.
Bring down the 1. 3 into 1. Can 3 fit into 1?
No.
What happens if you try and pour 3 into 1?
Mess.
You get a mess. 3 into 1. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
That's right. I don't have 3. I have to use the 0. 3 into 1 goes 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Subtract, get 1. Remainder 1. 0 times 3 is 0. Sometimes children will try and convince you that 0 times 3 is 3. And then you have to give them 3 Astralis 0 times and tell them to go out and buy something. Then they know. 3 into 32, and 3 into 33. We've done 3 into 30, we've done 3 into 31, now we'll try 32. 3 into 3 is?
1.
And because we went into the 3, the answer goes right over it. 1 times 3 is?
3.
Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the?
2.
You always bring the number down right next to the answer you got when you subtracted, right below this line. And the answer we got when we subtracted here was this invisible 0. Put it right down next to the invisible 0. 3 into 2 goes? No time. 0. 0 times 3 is?
0.
Subtract, get?
2.
Remainder 2. 3 into 33. 3 into 3 goes?
1.
1 times 3 is?
3.
Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the?
3.
3 into 3 goes?
1.
This time we can fit something in there. 1 times 3 is?
3.
Subtract, get?
0.
The answer is just plain 11. Four into 82, which is another way of saying 82 divided by 4. 4 into 8 goes?
2.
Twice, because 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the 2. 4 into 2 goes?
0.
0 times 4 is?
0.
Subtract, get?
2.
Remainder 2. 4 into 85. 4 into 8 goes?
2.
2, because 2 times 4 is?
8.
Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the?
5.
4 into 5 goes?
1.
1 times 4 is?
4.
Subtract, get?
1.
Remainder 1. The answer is 21, remainder 1. Here's a bigger one. 5 into 155. Will the 5 fit into the 1?
No.
So I have to use the whole 15. 5 into 15. 5 into 15. Go up and get the 3. 3 using 15. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the?
5.
5 into 5 is?
1.
1 times 5 is?
5.
Subtract, get?
0.
5 goes into 155 31 times exactly with no remainder. Now we said that 5 into 15 is 3 because 3 times 5 is 15. We said that the multiplication is the check for the division. Well, in that case, 5 goes into 155 31 times because 31 times 5 should give us back 155. And that's how we do the check. We take the answer we have here and multiply it by the number we're dividing by and see if we get back the original number. 1 times 5 is?
5.
3 times 5 is?
15.
155. That shows us we got it right. Five into 165. Will the 5 fit into the 1?
No.
So we have to use the whole
16.
5 into 16. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I have to use the 15. I don't quite have 20. 5 into 15 is 3. 5 into 16 is 3 because 3 times 5 is?
15.
6 take away 5 is?
1.
1 take away 1 is?
0.
Bring down the 5. 5 into 15 is?
3.
3 times 5 is?
15.
Subtract, get 0. 33 exactly. And we do the check. 33 times the 5. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Put down the 5, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus the 1 is?
16.
165. 165. Five into 168. 5 into 16. We have to use the 15. We go up and get the 3. 5 into 16 goes?
3.
3 times 5 is?
15.
Subtract, get,
1.
bring down the
8.
5 into 18. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
We have to use the 15. 5 into 15 goes 3 times. Everybody knows that one by now. We've done it so many times. 5 into 18 goes 3 using 15. 8 take away 5 is?
3.
Remainder 3. Now we do the check. 33 times the 5. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Put down the 5, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus the 1, 16. 1, 6, 5, 1, 6, 8. Uncle Dan, we didn't get it right. What happened? Well, you had 3 left over. You have to add in your remainder. Plus 5 plus 3 is?
8.
6 plus 0 is?
6.
And 1. 1, 6, 8. 1, 6 to 8. Oh, Uncle Dan, we got it right after all. Thank the Lord. We thought we had it wrong. 6 into 252. Some children by this time are getting to the point where they don't need to look at the times table. And they know that 6 times 4 is 24, and that 6 times 5 is 30, and that 25 is in between 24 and 30, and that they're going to use the 24. They learn to know all that from having done so many, and they don't need to go over here. But tell me when to stop.
Stop.
24, 4. 6 into 25 is 4. 4 times 6 is
24.
5. Take away 4 is
1.
bring down the 2. 6 into 12 is
2.
2 times 6 is
12.
subtract, get.
0.
The answer is exactly 42. And if we did the check, we would see that 2 times 6 is,
12.
carry the 1. 4 times 6 is,
24.
plus 1 is 25.
5.
252, 252. Now, we're going to pretend that we all know our times tables. So I won't be pointing at the times table anymore. But those of you out there that need them, you've got one right in front of you. And when I ask you the answer, you may look at that one and tell me the answer. And we want everybody to tell me the answer. All right? But first we have to turn the page. At least in these books. In the new books, I don't know if they'll have to turn the page or not. 3 into 417. Everybody ready?
Yes.
3 into 4. Does 3 go into 4?
Yes.
Okay, 3 into 4 goes.
1 time.
1 times 3 is.
3.
4 take away 3 is.
1.
Bring down the 1. 3 into 11 goes. 3 times, because 3 times 3 is.
9.
Subtract, get.
2.
Bring down the.
7.
3 into 27 is. 9, because 9 times 3 is 27. Subtract, get.
0.
0. But check. 139 times 3. 9 times 3 is.
27.
Put down the 7. Carry the 2. 3 times 3 is.
9.
Plus the 2 is.
11.
Put down the 1. Carry the 1. 1 times 3 is.
3.
Plus the 1 is.
4.
417. 417. Five into 664. Does the 5 go into the 6?
Yes.
5 into 6 goes.
1.
1 times 5 is.
5.
5.
6 take away 5 is.
1.
Bring down the.
6.
5 into 16.
3.
3, because 3 times 5 is.
15.
Subtract, get.
1.
Bring down the.
4.
5 into 14 is.
2.
But suppose I make a mistake. And I say 5 into 14 goes once. And I go along in my merry way. 1 times 5 is,
5.
and 14 take away 5 is?
9.
Well, you're not allowed to have a remainder that is larger than the number you're dividing by. Because if I've got 9 apples left over and I'm trying to pull out 5s, I can get another 5 out of that 9. We want to get as many 5s out of that 664 as we can get. So any time we subtract and we get a number that's not smaller than the number we're dividing by, we've made a mistake and have to go back. So when I see that 9, I say, uh-oh, I got a problem. So I look at it again, and I say, well, 5 into 14. 5 into 14. Oh, I should have used a 10. It goes 2 times. Let's fix that. 5 into 14 is 2. 2 times 5 is?
10.
4 take away 0 is?
4.
Remainder 4. Let's do the check. 132 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus the 1 is 16. Carry the 1. 1 times 5 is?
5.
Plus the 1 is?
6.
660. 664. Did I get it wrong?
No.
What do I have to do?
Add the remainder.
Add in the remainder of 4. Plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 6. 664. 664. We got it right. Next one. 3 into 7, 58. Now, I'll do this one and you tell me if I make a mistake. 3 does go into 7. 3 into 7 goes once.
No.
Well, let me go along in my merry way. 3 into 7 goes once. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, get 4. Bring down the 5. Now, when should I really have seen that I made a mistake? If I didn't see it here, when should I have seen it?
Now,
When you brought down the 4 subtracted.
because you
One.
have a remainder that's bigger than the number by which you divide.
Yes, the 4 is bigger than the 3. But I didn't even see that. So I keep going. 3 into 45. 3 into 45. 45 is nowhere in sight. Well, maybe I'll try that over here. Let's see. 3 into 45. 3 into 4 goes once. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, get 1. Bring down the 5. 3 into 15 is 5. Gee, that came out pretty well. I think I'll put a 15 over here. 15 times 3 is 45. Oh, everything's going just fine. Bring down the 8. 3 into 8 goes, how many? Twice. 2 times 3 is?
6.
8 take away 6 is?
2.
2. Remainder 2. Isn't that nice? If I had 758 apples for 3 people, each one would get 1,152 apples, and I'd still have to. Now that's miraculous. Is that a miracle? Well, see what a mess you can get yourself into? Well, what did I do that was really impossible? Right here. I cannot put 15 in one place above the 5. This place cannot hold any number bigger than 9. But you won't get into that kind of trouble if you remember that any time you subtract within your problem, you cannot get a remainder that's not smaller than this. And even if it's the same size, you're still in trouble. Because if it's the same size, you can still pull another group out. Maybe we'll find one like that there for a while. I don't know. 3 into 758. 3 into 7 goes?
2 times.
2 times 3 is?
6.
Subtract, get?
1.
Bring down the?
5.
3 into 15 goes?
5.
5 times 3 is?
15.
Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the 8. 3 into 8 goes?
2 times.
2 times 3 is?
6.
Subtract, get?
2.
Remainder 2. And that's the way that one's supposed to be done. Okay. 4 into 642. Shall I take a chance and make a mistake again? Let's see. You tell me if I make a mistake. 4 into 6 goes once. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, get 2. Bring down the 4. 4 into 24 goes 4. 4 times, no. Well, let's see what happens. 4 times 4 is 16. Subtract. Well, 4 take away 6 can't do. The 2 becomes a 1. To make that a 14. 14 take away 6 is 8. Uh-oh. I subtracted, and the number I got was not smaller than the 4. And you have to always watch out for that. So everybody's got that learned. So, it shouldn't have been a 4. 4 into 6 goes once. 1 times 4 is 4. 6 times 4 is 2. Bring down the 4. Now, 4 into 24 goes?
6 times.
6 times. 6 times 4 is?
24.
Subtract, get?
0.
Bring down the 2. It goes right straight down next to the answer you got when you just subtracted. 4 goes into 2 how many times?
0.
0. You can't pour 4 into 2. If you pour 4 into 2, what do you get?
Amen.
A mess. 4 into 2 goes 0. 0 times 4 is
0.
remainder 2. Let's do one without the check. 4 into 832. 4 into 8 goes?
2.
Because 2 times 4 is 8. 8 take away 8 is?
0.
Bring down the 3. 4 into 3 goes
0.
0 times. Put the 0 up. 0 times 4 is
0.
subtract, get,
3.
bring down the.
2.
Now, if your problem begins to get rather large, sometimes you like to make little arrows like that, just to make sure that everything comes down just right and lands in the right place. So you can do that if you want to. 4 into 32 goes.
8.
8 times 4 is.
32.
Subtract, get.
0.
The most important part about this one is not to forget to put the 0 up there. Kids say 4 into 3 doesn't go, and maybe they'll get the 32, but they'll write the 8 over here, and then they won't know what to write over there, and they'll get all confused. Whenever you say 4 into 3 is 0, make sure you write the 0 as part of the answer. Three into 926. 3 into 3 goes
3.
3 times, because 3 times 3 is.
9.
Subtract, get,
0.
bring down the 2. 3 into 2 goes.
0.
Now, here's a little shortcut. As long as you remember to put the 0 up there, you don't really have to say 0 times 3 is 0, subtract, get 2, and bring down the 6. You're just going to get 26. Why not just say 3 into 2 goes 0 times? I can't use that 2. I have to use the whole 26. Just bring it down to there. 3 into 26 goes.
8.
8 times 3 is.
24.
6 take away 4 is.
2.
Remainder 2. So that's a little shortcut. When you have a 0 up here in your answer, don't forget to put the 0 there, but just go ahead and bring down the next number. Okay, here comes our final exam. 3 questions. First one, 6 into 7,205. 6 into 7 goes.
1.
1 times 6 is.
6.
7 take away 6 is.
1.
Bring down the 2. 6 into 12 goes.
2.
2 times 6 is.
12.
Subtract, get.
0.
Bring down the.
0.
6 into 0 goes.
0.
Put up the 0 and bring down the next number. 6 into 5 goes.
0.
0 times 6 is.
0.
Subtract, get.
5.
Remainder 5. Well, let's do the check on that. 1, 2, 0, 0 times 6. 0 times 6 is. 0 times 6 is.
0.
2 times 6 is.
12.
1, put down the 2, carry the 1. 1 times 6 is.
6.
Plus the 1 is.
7.
Add in your remainder. 0 plus 5 is.
5.
0, 2, 7. 7205, 7205. 4 into 98,027. Once they've learned to do the little ones, if they've learned everything there is to know in a problem like this one here, all the different possibilities of one number going into 2, if they've learned how to handle all those, then they can handle a big one like this the very next day. 4 into 9 goes
2.
2 times 4 is
8.
9 take away 8 is
1.
bring down the 8. 4 into 18 is
4.
4 times 4 is
16.
8 take away 6 is
2.
bring down the 0. 4 into 20 is
5.
5 times 4 is
20.
subtract, get,
0.
bring down the 2. 4 into 2 is
0.
put up the 0, bring down the 7. 4 into 27,
6.
6, because 6 times 4 is 24. 7 take away 4 is
3.
2, 4, 5, 0, 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is,
24.
put down the 4, carry the 2. 0 times 4 is,
0.
plus 2.
2.
5 times 4 is,
20.
put down the 0, carry the 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus the 2,
18.
put down the 8, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is,
8.
plus the 1,
9.
9. Add in your remainder. 4 plus 3 is
7.
2, 0, 8, 9. 98027. 98027. Five into 2, 5, 0, 1, 3. 5 into 2.
No.
Okay, 5 into 25. 5 into 25 is?
5.
5 times 5 is?
25.
Subtract, get,
0.
bring down the
0.
5 into 0 goes,
0.
put up the 0 and bring down the next number. 5 into 1 goes,
0.
put up the 0, bring down the next number. 5 into 13,
2.
because 2 times 5 is
10.
subtract, get,
3.
remainder 3. So we had a couple of shortcuts in here. 5002 times 5. 2 times 5 is?
10.
Put down the 0, carry the 1. 0 times 5 is 0, plus the 1. 0 times 5 is?
0.
5 times 5 is?
25.
Add in the remainder. 3, 1, 0, 5, 2. 25,013. 25,013. And now you're all experts on division, and you're ready to divide by a number that has 2 digits. To divide by a number like 65. 65 into 390. But Uncle Dan, we don't have the slightest idea how to go about that. Well, first of all, does the 65 fit into the 3?
No.
Does it fit into the 39?
No.
So we're going to have to use the entire 390. And our answer will have to go over the end of what we just went into. So we'll have to put our answer over here. Now you don't need to write that box, but I'm just putting it there to help you remember where the answer's going to go. Now we have a little trick to help us to estimate what the answer is. In order to find out how many 65s there are in 390, let's take an estimate by covering up the 5 and covering up the 0 and just looking at 6 into 39. How many 6s are there in 39?
6.
6 into 39 uses the 36. 6. Let's try 6. 65 times 6. We'll put our 6 up here, and then we have to do 6 times the 65. But we'll write it as 65 times 6. 5 times 6 is?
30.
Put down the 0, carry the 3. 6 times 6 is?
36.
Plus 3,
39.
39. Is that good or bad?
Good.
That's good. It's exactly what we're looking for. 390, take away 390 is?
0.
It came out even. And our check for this one is already done. 65 times 6 is 390. $94 into 752. Will the 94 fit into the 7?
No.
Will it fit into the 75?
No.
We have to use the entire 752. Our answer is going to go over the 2. Let's take off the last part of this and the last part of that and look at 9 into 75. How many 9s can you fit into 75?
8.
8. Let's try 8. Put the 8 here. 94 times 8. 4 times 8 is?
32.
Put down the 2, carry the 3. 9 times 8 is?
72.
Plus the 3,
75.
752. Is that good or bad?
Good.
Very good. Came out exactly even, and the check has already been done. $28 into 252. Can the 28 fit into 2?
No.
Can it fit into 25?
No.
So we have to use the entire 252, and our answer will go over the 2. Let's cover up these two numbers. How many 2's can you get in 25?
12.
12. But what's the biggest number that we're allowed to put in one place?
9.
9. So we had better try 9. We can't put a 12 in there, or an 11, or even a 10. The biggest one we're allowed to try is 9. So we'll try it. 28 times 9. 8 times 9 is?
72.
Put down the 2, carry the
7.
2 times 9 is?
18.
Plus 7?
25.
25. 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 252. Is that good?
Yes.
Very good. And our check would be 9 times 28, 28 times 9, and it's already been done. $37 into 185. Will the 37 fit into the 1 or the 18?
No.
We have to use the entire 185, and our answer will go above the 5. Cover up the 7 and the 5. 3 goes into 18 how many times?
6.
We will try 6. 37 times 6. 7 times 6 is?
42.
Put down the 2, carry the 4. 3 times 6 is?
18.
19, 20, 21, 22. 222. Is that good or bad?
Bad.
And why is that bad?
Too much.
It's too big. We don't have 222. We only have 185. If we try and pull 37 out of that 6 times, we'll have to use 222, and we don't have that many. So this method of covering up these two numbers is just to give us an estimate, but sometimes that estimate is too high. Sometimes it's just right, but sometimes it's too high. And when it's too high, we just try the next number down. Let's try 37 times 5. 7 times 5 is?
35.
Put down the 5, carry the 3. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus the 3,
18.
185. Good or bad?
Good.
Very good. Exactly what we wanted. And our check is 37 times 5. But there's something that I have to remember not to forget. And that is to make sure I do away with this 6, because the 6 gave me an answer that was too large. Don't forget to replace it with the
5.
5. $27 into 189. Will the 27 fit into the 1 or the 18?
No.
No.
So I'll have to use the entire 189, and my answer will have to go over the 9. And anytime when I'm doing two numbers into 3,
I may use this trick for my estimate, covering up the end numbers of each. 2 into 18 is?
9.
So we will try 9. 27 times 9. 7 times 9 is?
63.
Put down the 3, carry the 6. 2 times 9 is?
18.
Plus the 6 will give you 24. Good or bad?
5.
Because it's
Too big.
too big. So now we'll try 27 times 8. 7 times 8 is?
56.
Put down the 6, carry the 5. 2 times 8 is?
16.
Plus the 5.
21.
Good or bad?
5.
Because it's still too big. Let's try 27 times 7. 7 times 7 is?
49.
Put down the 9, carry the 4. 2 times 7 is?
14.
Plus the 4,
18.
189. 189. And I have to remember that the 9 that I tried was too big, so was the 8. 7 was the answer. 27 into 189 goes 7 times, and our check is already done. I suggest to students that they should do this work right next to the problem on their paper, and they should not erase these numbers that they try that don't come out right, because in a larger problem, those attempts and experiments may turn out to be useful later on in the problem. So keep them there, don't erase them. There's nothing wrong with the fact that you tried them on your way to getting the right answer. $16 into 144. Will the 16 fit into the 1 or the 14?
No.
Again, we have to use the whole 144. Our answer goes over the last 4. We're dividing 2 numbers into 3 numbers, so we'll use this trick again. How many ones can we put in 14?
14.
But the biggest number that we're allowed to put in one place is?
9.
So again, we'll try 9. 16 times 9. 6 times 9 is?
54.
Put down the 4, carry the 5. 1 times 9 is?
9.
Plus the 5,
14.
144. Good or bad?
Good.
Yes, very good. Came out exactly. Let's try 18 into 126. Will the 18 fit into the 1 or the 12?
No.
So we have to use the entire 126. We cover up the 8 and the 6, and we say, how many ones fit into 12?
12.
12.
But the biggest number that we're allowed to put there is a,
9.
9.
so we will try 18 times 9. 8 times 9 is?
72.
Put down the 2, carry the 7. 1 times 9 is?
9.
Plus 7,
16.
162. Good or bad?
5.
Too big. Let's try 18 times 8. 8 times 8 is,
64.
put down the 4, carry the 6. 1 times 8 is,
8.
plus the 6,
14.
14. Good or bad?
5.
Still too large. 18 times 7. 8 times 7 is,
66.
put down the 6, carry the 5. 1 times 7 is,
7.
plus the 5,
12.
126. Good or bad?
Good.
Yes, it came out even. $78 into 524. Will the 78 fit into the 52?
No.
So we have to use the entire 524. 2 numbers into 3. Cover up the end numbers. 7 into 52. How many 7s in 52?
7.
7 using 49. Well, let's try 7. 78 times 7. 8 times 7 is
66.
56. Put down the 6, carry the 5. 7 times 7 is
49.
plus 5.
54.
54. 546. Good or bad?
5.
Too big. It has to be the same size or smaller than the 524. Let's try 78 times 6. 8 times 6 is,
48.
put down the 8, carry the 4. 7 times 6 is,
42.
plus the 4,
46.
468. Good or bad?
Good.
Good. At least it's not too big. It didn't come out even, but at least it's not too big. Now let's find out. We have divided, we have multiplied, and now we need to
Subtract.
4 take away 8.
Can't do.
The 2 becomes a 1 for the 4 to become a 14. 14 take away 8 is
6.
1 take away 6.
Can't do.
The 5 becomes a 4 for the 2 to become an 11. 11 take away 6 is,
5.
now is that remainder good or bad?
Good.
It's good because it's less than the 78. Every time we have a remainder, we have to check and make sure it's less than the number we're dividing by. If not, it would mean that this number here were too small. But in this case, we did fine. Now let's do our check. Our check is 7 times 78. We've done that right here. But we have a remainder of 56, which we have to add in as part of our check. All right. Okay, I put it in the wrong place. All right, we have to add it into this one, which shows something else I forgot to do. All right, let's do this first. I forgot, as so often happens, to change the 7 to the 6, because the 7 gave us an answer that was too large, and we have to use the 6. So 8 plus 6 is,
14.
put down the 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 plus 5 is,
12.
put down the 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is
5.
524, 524. So sometimes they come out even, but sometimes we have a remainder. 32 into 672. Will the 32 fit into the 6?
No.
Will it fit into the 67?
Yes.
Now, the first one that we've encountered where we didn't need to use all three numbers. 32 will fit into 67. Our answer will have to start over the 7. Well, how many 32s do you think you can get in 67?
2.
2, because 32 is like 30, and 67 is like 60, and we can estimate that 30 goes into 60 twice, so let's try 2. We'll put a 2 here, and we'll try 32 times 2. 2 times 2 is,
4.
3 times 2 is,
6.
64. Good or bad?
Good.
Good, because it is not larger than our 67. Let's find out if it's too small or not. 7 take away 4 is
3.
6 take away 6 is
0.
So when we subtracted, we only got 3, and that's good because it's less than
32.
less than the 32, less than the number we divided by. Now we bring down our 2. 32 goes into 32 how many times? One time. Isn't that easy? 1 times 32. Well, we don't even have to write that down because we know that anything times 1 is that same thing itself. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 32 is 32. Now, for this problem, the check is not already done because a real check would be the answer times the number we divided by. That would be 21 times 32. That is a double-digit multiplication. We first learned that by putting in our boxes, just like this, and the 0 in the second row. First row, 1 times 2 is?
2.
2 times 2 is?
4.
Second row, 1 times 3 is?
3.
2 times 3 is?
6.
2 plus 0 is?
2.
4 times 3 is?
7.
And the 6. 6, 7, 2. 6, 7, 2. $25 into 863. Will the 25 fit into the 8?
No.
Will it fit into the 86?
Yes.
Again, our answer will start, in this case, over the 6. How many 25s do you think we can get in 86?
3.
3.
Okay, everybody thinks 3. Suppose I make a little mistake and I try 2. I tried 25 times 2. 5 times 2 is?
10.
Put down the 0, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is?
4.
plus the 1 is 5. 50. Could that be good? Well, we'll see. At least it's not bigger than the 86. Let's try it. Let's put our 2 there and our 50 there. Now, most of you didn't think that it would work very well for some reason. Let's find out. 6 take away 0 is?
6.
8 take away 5 is?
3.
Is there something wrong with that?
Yes.
Yes, there is something wrong with that. We got a remainder that was not smaller than the number we divided by. That shows us we could have pulled out another 25. We can't have 36 left over when we're only trying to gather groups of 25. So 2 was too small. Let's try 3. 5 times 3 is?
15.
Put down the 5, carry the 1. 2 times 3 is?
6.
Plus the 1.
7.
Let's try that. Let's remember that this was a 3, and that this is now a 75. 6 take away 5 is?
1.
8 take away 7 is?
1.
Is that good?
Yes.
Because when we subtracted, we got a remainder here of something less than the 25 we divided by. Bring down the 3. How many 25s in 113? Well, we have again 2 numbers going into 3. We have to use this trick again. How many 2s in 11?
5.
Let's try 5. 25 times 5. 5 times 5 is?
25.
Put down the 5, carry the 2. 2 times 5 is?
10.
Plus 2,
12.
125. Is that good or bad?
5.
Because it's too large. 125 is 113. We can't go writing 125 over here and try to subtract 125 from 113. You can't subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. So, the 5 is too large. Let's try 4. 25 times 4. 5 times 4 is?
20.
Put down the 0, carry the 2. 2 times 4 is?
8.
Plus 2,
10.
10. 100. Subtract. Let's put our 4 up here. Okay, 3 take away 0 is?
3.
1 take away 0 is?
1.
Remainder 13. Well, we have to do the check. 34 times 25. Four times 5 is?
20.
Put down the 0, carry the 2. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus 2.
17.
4 times 2 is?
8.
3 times 2 is?
6.
Plus nothing to carry, still 6. 0 plus 0 is?
0.
7 plus 8 is?
15.
Put down the 5, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 6,
8.
850, plus the 13 remainder. Let's just add that in. 0 plus 3 is?
3.
5 plus 1 is?
6.
And the 8. 863 863. We have handled so far really every type of situation that you can run into when you divide by a two-digit number. So we should be able now to do any kind of double-digit division that comes along. We have only two more problems that we're going to try. 39 into 2, 3, 7, 2. Usually, of course, you need a lot more practice at getting the smaller ones right before you attempt the larger ones. But we now know everything we need to know in order to get this one right. Will the 39 fit into the 23?
No.
We have to use the 237. It will fit into that, won't it?
Yes.
So the first part of our answer will go over the 7. Well, we're going two numbers into 3. Let's cover these up. 3 into 23 goes
7 times.
7 times. Let's try 7. 39 times 7. 9 times 7 is?
63.
Put down the 3, carry the 6. 3 times 7 is?
21.
Plus 6,
27.
good or bad?
Yeah, too big.
It's bad because 273 is too large for 237. So now we'll try 39 times 6. 9 times 6 is?
54.
Put down the 4, carry the 5. 3 times 6 is?
18.
Plus the 5,
23.
23. Good or bad? That's good because that's just a little bit smaller than the 237. Let's not forget that the 7 was too large and we need to try the 6. Use the 6. And we tried that and it came out fine. 7 take away 4 is?
3.
3 take away 3 is?
0.
And 2 take away 2 is?
0.
Bring down the 2. How many 39s can you fit in a 32?
None.
None. 0. 0 times 39 is 0. Subtract. 2 take away 0 is 2. 3 take away 0 is 3. Remainder 32. This check will be a little bit easier because the 60 ends in 0. And so we can slide the 0 over and bring it down. And then we just have to do 39 times 6. 9 times 6 is?
54.
Put down the 4, carry the 5. 3 times 6 is?
18.
Plus 5,
23.
23. But we have to add in the remainder. 32 plus 32. 0 plus 2 is?
2.
4 plus 3 is?
7.
3, 2. 2, 3, 7, 2. 2, 3, 7, 2. And now we have just one more to do for our final exam on division. And we have learned that we always divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. 49 into, 47 into 9, 8, 3, 5, 1. Will the 47 fit into the 9?
No.
Will it fit into the 98?
Yes.
Yes.
How many times?
2 times.
2.
Let's try 2. 47 times 2. 7 times 2 is?
14.
Put down the 4, carry the 1. 4 times 2 is?
8.
Plus the 1,
9.
94. Good or bad?
Good.
Okay, 94, subtract. 8 take away 4 is?
4.
9 take away 9 is?
0.
Bring down the 3. 47 into 43. How many times?
0.
0. Let's just put the 0 up there and bring down the 5. How many 47s into 435? Well, that's 2 numbers into 3. Let's try that. How many 4s in 43?
10.
10.
But the biggest number we're allowed to try is
9.
47 times 9. We'll put the 9 up there. 7 times 9 is?
63.
Put down the 3, carry the 6. 4 times 9 is?
36.
Plus 6,
42.
42. Good or bad?
Good.
Good.
Good. It's smaller than our 423. Then 423 is smaller than our 435. Subtract. 5 take away 3 is?
2.
2.
3 take away 2 is?
1.
Is that good?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that remainder or result from subtracting is less than the 47 we divided by. And we have one more number to bring down. 47 into 121. How many 4s in 12?
3.
Let's try 3. 47 times 3. 7 times 3 is?
21.
Put down the 1, carry the 2. 4 times 3 is?
12.
Plus the 2,
14.
14. 141. Good or bad?
Bad.
141 is too big for 121. 3 is too big. We'll have to use 2. We already have our information on 2 because we wrote it before and we haven't erased it because we thought it might come in handy, and it has. Okay, 47 times 2 is 94. 2. 1 take away 4.
Can do.
Can't do. The 2 becomes a 1 for the 1 to become an
11.
11 take away 4 is
7.
1 take away 9. Can't do, but it's really an 11. Doesn't do any good to cross that out and make it a 0 to make the 1 an 11. It's still an 11. 11 take away 9 is 2. 27. Remainder 27. I wonder if we got it right. How are we going to know if we got it right?
Multiply.
We have to multiply to do the check. And we need to have a little room. Let's just erase some of this, because we have everything we need right over there. Of course, if we got it wrong, we're not going to want to erase that, because then we have to find out where our mistake was. But by faith, we got it right. Let's see. 2, 0, 9, 2 times 47. Now, isn't that a big one? Let's make some boxes for that. 2 times 7,
14.
put down 4, carry the 1. 9 times 7,
63.
plus 1,
64.
put down 4, carry the 6. 0 times 7 is,
0.
plus the 6.
6.
2 times 7 is,
14.
second row. 2 times 4 is,
8.
9 times 4 is,
36.
put down the 6, carry the 3. 0 times 4 is,
0.
plus the 3,
3.
36 there. Okay. 2 times 4 is,
8.
let's add those up. 4 plus 8 is,
12.
put down the 2, carry the 1. 6 and 1 are 7, 7 and 6 are,
14.
put down the 3, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 3 is,
8.
1 plus 8 is,
9.
and a remainder of 27. 4 plus 7,
11.
put down the 1, carry the 1. 3 plus 2 is,
5.
3, 8, 9. 9, 8, 3, 5, 1. 9, 8, 3, 5, 1. We did get it right. And that's how to divide by a double-digit number. And that's pretty much as hard as they can get.
Golden Age Productions, Golden Age Productions, standing in the gap of your educational needs.